आई थिंक नीट के बाद में सबसे डिफ़िकल्ट क्वेश्चन रिजल्ट आना नहीं होता. इट्स कि मेरा रिजल्ट अच्छा नहीं आया एंड उसके बाद सोचना, डिसीजन लेना कि अब क्या करना है मेरे को. बिकॉज जब तुम इतने सालों की मेहनत के बाद में जो एग्ज़ाम लिख रहे होते हो, प्रिपेयर कर रहे होते हो, तुम्हारे दिमाग में सिर्फ एक पिक्चर बनी होती है, दैट्स MBBS. और जब वो पिक्चर रियलिटी नहीं बनती है एंड सडनली तुम्हें अपनी इंटायर लाइफ का नेक्स्ट चैप्टर डिसाइड करना होता है, तुम्हें अपनी वर्थ समझ में नहीं आती है, तुम अपने आप पे सेल्फ डाउट करने लग जाते हो, देन ट्रस्ट मी, मुझे भी ऐसा ही लगता था. बिफोर नीट, लेट्स गेट बैक इनटू अ लिटिल स्मॉल फ्लैशबैक. कोरोना से पहले आई वॉज एक्चुअली अ प्रिटी गुड स्टूडेंट. अकेडमिक्स में आई वॉज डूइंग वेल. स्कूल में भी बेसिकली मुझे कभी ये डाउट नहीं हुआ था कि मेरे को अकेडमिक्स में मैं कुछ कम हूँ. लाइक I used to think, yeah, I am good at studies, and I used to think, हाँ मैं पढ़ सकती हूँ, NEET, I can clear it. Then Corona happened, and somehow NEET became the plan, because that's what every time the feed in YouTube, it used to be NEET, 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 and NEET. Not necessarily because I had spent my childhood dreaming about becoming a doctor, so I had to give NEET, but because I was a science student and specifically a biology student, PCB. With good academics, NEET, medical field, and it just was the obvious route that most of the medical field student will be following. And my mom never really forced me. She did not utter a word like, Sneha, you have to choose this, Sneha, you have to choose this, Sneha, you have to prepare for this or this. She just said, जो करना है करो, just government college का try करना, because that's true, because that makes sense because of our financial conditions. And honestly, after realization, financially stability mattered, where NEET became the only option. But slowly, NEET सिर्फ एक एग्ज़ाम नहीं रहा. It was a rat race. It became the exam that was supposed to decide what I will do with my life. Everyone around you will be preparing, asking about your rank, about your marks, about your mock test, about your studies, and everything. तुम्हारे कितने मार्क्स आ रहे हैं मॉक टेस्ट में, तुम्हारी कितनी रैंक आ रही है, तुम्हारा कितना सिलेबस हो गया है, कट ऑफ अब की बार कितनी गई है, कौन सा कॉलेज मिल जाएगा, गवर्नमेंट सीट कितनी है, एंड अ लॉट. देन यू विल बी स्टार्ट थिंकिंग, if I don't get MBBS, then what will happen? Then what? And I think at that age, it's very easy to confuse because we will be in our teenager. There won't be anyone to guide us. This is what I want with. This is what I am supposed to want. And I really did not realize that at that time that what I really supposed to do. The first attempt I gave NEET, and honestly, it was not good. It was okay, but not that good that I am general category and I can get a government seat on my marks, on my ranks. I think somewhere I still had the idea, maybe I will try again, and maybe MBBS will happen, and that's where my drop year started. Now here's something I am not particularly proud of. ड्रॉप ईयर में नीट के अलावा लिटरली आई यूज टू सर्च एवरीथिंग, MBBS अब्रोड और हाउ टू गो अब्रोड, हाउ टू स्टडी दिस, चाइनीज़ कैसे पढ़ी, जापानीज़ करने पड़े, ऑब्वियसली एनिमे लवर्स, सो डुओलिंगो डाउनलोड करके रखा था, उस पर स्ट्रीक बनाई जा रही थी मैडम जी. देन वन मोर इम्पोर्टेंट थिंग एक्चुअली आई एम नॉट प्राउड ऑफ, एंड आई डोंट नो should I share it with you or not, because I used to search how a student can earn online. And somehow online jobs कैसे करनी है, different career options, remote jobs, and whatever not. NEET, then somehow NEET preparation was supposed to be main character, but my brain had already opened 10 other tabs. I could not focus the way I thought I would be in drop year. Obviously, that affected my studies, that affected my preparation, that affected my marks too. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you I gave my 100%. No. But actually I was drained and I did not want to do again. Then result day came and मेरे को पता था how I will be scoring, how my result will be. And honestly, result से पहले I knew कि मेरा नहीं होगा MBBS में. I knew we can't support private college. I knew we can't support abroad, and I knew I can't chase my dreams too. Then weirdly, the hardest part wasn't even the result. It was the question. अब क्या करना है? अगर MBBS नहीं हुआ तो अब क्या करना है? क्योंकि after NEET I only thought that MBBS will be the. Then started the research rabbit hole. I started researching Quora पे, Google पे, YouTube पे, literally everywhere. And when I say researching, I went deep. Vlogs, study videos, career videos, counseling videos, student experiences, cut-off videos, and what not. Random Google searches at, I don't know at what time I used to just that thing came into my mind, and Sneha, you have to search it. Everything, courses after NEET, BBSc, BAMS, BDS, BHMS, physiotherapy, pharma D, and what no, I have not searched. Especially I have searched for biotech and psychology too. Then these are the courses. Then career option, how will be the scope of their salary, government jobs, financial stability, literally everything I could find on the internet. And eventually, veterinary kept coming repeatedly back to me. Like it was just knocking on my mind, Sneha, you have to research it again. Sneha, you have to research it again. Then actual decision time came. And I want to make one thing very, very, very clear. I did not choose veterinary in just 5 minutes. I researched it for months. From my result to my counseling, I have researched every career option. I looked at what the profession actually involves. I tried to understand the career. I looked at student experiences. And eventually, my mind kept coming back to veterinary. At some point, it stopped feeling like a backup option to me. It became a choice because you will be searching everything on internet and you will be finding what people want you to find, what people wants you to know, not the reality. Then that's how I fall in the trap, and that's how I joined veterinary, of course. And in these past 3 years, looking back, I think there is something important here. When plan A doesn't happen, you do not need to immediately have another perfect dream of yours. Like, you don't have to imagine your next trip. And to be honest, from childhood, I doesn't have any kind of dream in my life that people will be saying, okay, I manifested this. I wasn't the one who is dreaming something job. I just want to make money, travel the world. That's all I want in my life. Okay, out of the topic. You just need to give yourself enough space to research, to explore. Research, go browse internet, research, talk to people, watch actual student experiences. If you know somebody, ask them how is their real experiences going on, because internet doesn't mean that everything is perfect. Understand day-to-day reality, look beyond salary and scope, because sometimes you need to learn about their experiences too, and ask yourself, can I actually see myself living this life? Because honestly, I think that's a much better question than simply asking, is there any good backup option for me? Because I can't score that much marks or ranks for getting an MBBS seat. So if you are watching after your NEET result and you are sitting there thinking, मेरा क्या होगा? Please listen to me. Your NEET score is information. It's not your identity. Maybe MBBS won't happen. Maybe the career path you want won't happen. It doesn't mean you are worthless. Maybe you will take another attempt. Maybe you will choose veterinary. Maybe you will choose some another options. Maybe you will discover some another career options. Or maybe you will find something different, completely different. I can't tell you which one is right for you. But please don't choose your career just because you are scared. You can't find anything apart from MBBS. Take your time, explore, ask questions, and then make your decision. If you are watching this as an veterinary student, maybe you did not enter the course exactly the way you wanted. You imagine the veterinary life, veterinary student life, college life. Maybe it was your first choice. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe you are still figuring it out like me. That's okay too. You don't have to have your entire career figured out just because you have entered college. Honestly, I am still figuring mine out too. I started this whole journey thinking there will be one road, one exam, one result, one career that will be MBBS, obviously, NEET, result, MBBS. But that's not how life works. And I don't know if I would call it redirection because honestly, at that point, I wasn't magically sure about veterinary either. And I am still experiencing veterinary life. I was just trying to figure out what came next because from my research, veterinary was the option for me that I want to choose, that I want in my career. And maybe that's what happens sometimes. You don't always choose your next chapter because you have everything figured out. Sometimes you choose it because you are willing to explore it, and honestly, that's good part. If you are willing to explore something, you will be understanding, you will be knowing, you will be experiencing. So if you are in NEET aspirant or you are currently confused about what comes after NEET, or you are already in veterinary and still figuring things out, subscribe because on this channel I'm not going to tell you which career you should choose. I'm going to show you all what I learned during the way, what I have experienced in my course. And comment one thing. After NEET, what's your biggest confusion right now? Is it course? Is it college? Is it career? Is it parents' pressure? Is it money? Just write it. Maybe the next video starts with your question. I am Sneha. This is Janzivet. Take care of yourself. And if you have pets, give an extra tip from me.